Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you also so much for this award. It means so much to all of my family, our friends, uh, everyone who knew Mike, and congratulations to David. But I just want to talk to you just a little bit about Mike's life, things that most people probably don't know. But his journey utilizing assistive technology started one day when I arrived at school a little early to pick him up. And I found him laying on the floor with a pencil between his teeth, pecking at a keyboard. Now, that was not assistive technology. And from that point, we had to fight, like so many other parents have had to do, to make sure that their children receive the technology that they need to be able to compete in the classroom, and not just in the classroom, but in life. And Mike, as soon as he got his assistive technology, in one weekend, he was able to master what at first he used was just a string switch. And eventually he was teaching the local assistive technology, or LAT specialists, on how to use assistive technology. He presented not only in Florida, but around the country. He presented at Macworld. I remember it was so vividly because Mike always liked to joke around. And he said that he introduced his brother and he put a picture of a gorilla on the screen. And he always had to find a way to make people feel comfortable and to be able to laugh and just enjoy, the technology. And that's how kids really get hooked on technology. They want it to play games. They don't care about taking tests. They don't care about quizzes. They care about having fun. And that's really a lot of what Mike did. He also had his own robot in a company in California. And like any child, well, he was pretty much an adult then, but when he was little, he would always tell his brother, when his brother had to be the one running a truck or a car, and he'd say, faster, faster, and then, wreck it, Brian, wreck it. So, of course, he showed Brian, that's his brother, this robot in California. And the first thing that Brian said was, wreck it, Mike, wreck it. So Mike did. He plowed it right into an easel with something on it, and pretty much half the people in this company jumped up, and when they realized which robot it was, it's like, that's just Mike. Mike loved to have fun, and so many of the things that he was recognized for, he just took it with a grain of salt. He was Apple Computer's last Apple Master, and the youngest and the only disabled. He presented in front of the Florida legislature, and Jeb Bush was the first governor ever to have FAAST in the governor's budget. And when he didn't get the entire amount, he called and apologized and said, we'll do better. And FAAST money has been protected all of these years. And I'm so grateful because assistive technology is so important. It not only levels the playing field, but it enables people to do things that they wouldn't have otherwise been able to do. And for Mike, it was fun and game and a lot of the things that he did with editing, but also in developing assistive technology. Apple gave Mike his own developer, and that was David Niemeyer. And Mike worked directly with David. And when it came time to building switch and scanning into the operating system, Mike did the beta testing. And not only could he tell Apple what the problem was, but where, on which line of coding. So, and in one weekend, he fixed it. Mike's legacy will live on because he has helped so many others. And this is the first announcement, actually, that I'm making, but and that foundation initially will be to raise funds for accessible and inclusive play equipment. But our mission statement is much broader. And so we'll certainly give you more information about that. And in 2 weeks in the city of Tampa, we will be having a street naming sign erected in honor of Mike. His life was, I mean, so many people say that, you know, people were one of a kind. Mike truly was one of a kind. Honestly, it's going to remain and continue giving back to others as well. Thank you all. Happy holidays.
Thank you, Karen. We're grateful you've been able to join us each of these 3 years. And again, we're always happy to give you an opportunity to tell us more about Mike when we have these presentations. So again, thank you for that. And thank you for sharing that news with us as well. We also have brought in one of our past recipients, and we have a video here to play for everyone from the recipient from our very first year.
Congratulations, David Jones. Welcome to the ranks of game changers within the disability community. Today, you are receiving the Michael Phillips Leadership Advocacy Award. It is the highest recognition that FAAST bestows upon a member of our community. Michael, as you know, was a game changer in the world of AT. He brought a voice to the world for those who had.
David,
Good.
wonderful for you to be here with us today. I'm very honored to be able to present the Michael Phillips Award of Excellence in Assistive Technology to you for this year. Just wanted to say we received your nomination from Cordell Jeter. Cordell Jeter is a wonderful man who's doing some incredible work with assistive technology with Eco Rover chairs. And David has played a big part of sharing the vision and sharing the ability for people to have access to the outdoors through all-terrain track chairs, and has really spearheaded a lot of efforts to really open up the outdoors throughout his entire life. And now especially with just some great advancements with what is available, really bringing people to the outdoors and getting them outside, getting them healthy, getting them active. Things that people may not think they could do, they are now able to do. And that's just something that David's always championed. So it's great pleasure that we have you here to present this award to you today.
Well, Eric, I appreciate it. The honor is mine, and I'm just really excited to see FAAST and others realize the importance of recreation and play. Play is not just for kids, play is for everyone. And actually our life and development depends upon play. So we become healthy, happy, adjusted adults and humans through play. So acquiring that ability to participate is what our organization, the Florida Disabled Outdoors Association, or Sportsville Alliance now is all about. And that's exactly what FAAST is all about. So we're very well aligned with our mission and our goal and our vision. And it's really exciting to see FAAST, from what I heard earlier, include recreation and leisure as part of your strategic plan and your goals for the future. Really, that's kind of part of my story and success. Assistive technology motivated me to return back to a healthy life. It gave me a purpose and a place in my recovery and rehab. Started with an electric fishing reel. And I want to say that assistive technology is not just high-tech computer stuff, but basic, simple tools to help people participate and enjoy being part of life is what assistive technology is. And I'm thrilled to be here and appreciate it, and hope to continue our work to make opportunities more available for everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you, Eric. It's a pleasure. Appreciate it very much.
You got it.
I'll take this and display it proudly.
Excellent.